probably shouldn't make this video, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm just a dumbass. So let's just get right to it. If masks work against the coronavirus, so why haven't we been wearing a mask every cold and flu season for the last 100 years since the Spanish flu came around? I mean, wouldn't it have prevented millions of deaths in that 100 years if it works against the coronavirus? Wouldn't it have prevented billions of dollars lost to the economy and lost time at jobs if the mask works against the coronavirus? Because colds and flus and the new thing are all part of the same virus family. They're coronaviruses. Just a question I thought I'd ask for the whole world, but I've been thinking about that since I first wrote it in a comment on another channel, and it seems to me there's some not so good implications to that. I mean, if the masks work, and for the last 100 years, none of our public health officials have been telling us to use them every cold and flu season when these coronaviruses come around and kill hundreds of people, if not thousands. Haven't they been very negligent in their duties? And that leaves us to think, are they negligent, or do they just don't care as long as they get their $150,000, $200,000 salary every year? And what about the doctors and the scientists? Shouldn't they have been saying, wear the mask every cold and flu season for the last 100 years when these coronavirus caused illnesses came around? Or did they not have evidence that it worked? What, no one thought to do a study and see, could this help save lives and maybe billions of dollars in the economy? And then that leaves me to think, maybe our modern doctors are kind of stupid, irresponsible, just don't care about human lives. I hate to think that, but it's kind of what that point's at. If they work and you weren't telling us to wear them, it's a severe neglect of your duties as a physician. I mean, come on. If anybody else did their job that way, they'd get fired. Maybe go to jail, unless you're a Democrat governor of a state, or the thing we've got in HHS on the federal government now that did the same thing that Democrat governors did and sent people infected with the coronavirus into retirement homes to infect and kill the most vulnerable among us to the coronavirus. Well, just some thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll be waiting. Hope we can start a good conversation about this.